I so I might have been inspired by another VTuber that I watched, Rin Penrose. She played this game on stream a little bit ago, and I was just I don't know. I used to do Python, and just seeing the entire gameplay and loop of it just looked really interesting. And I wanted to see if maybe my Python skills were could be transferred over to this game. It is definitely just a farming game, but I don't know. It looked fun to me, so I wanted to try it. I the farmer the farmer got replaced. AI came in and replaced the farmer, i.e., what will happen to most jobs in the future. Getting started. This window contains information about everything in the game. You can move the window around, draggable and dropping to the gray parts of the window. You can move around by dragging around anywhere outside the window. To get started with programming, go to the first program by clicking it. Be sure to check the buttons at the top right corner and hover over them to see tooltips explaining what they do. One of them opens the tech tree. Tech tree. So this is a main, new code file, new info window. Oh, okay. Comments. Or not do comments. Do a flip. Do a flip. I can tell it to do a flip. Okay. External editor. First program. Ah, I see now. First program. The text editor. All program is done in code windows. Yes, each code window corresponds to a text file containing code. Yes. You can rename the file by clicking on the top of the name, top of the window. It's called main. I'm just gonna keep it as main for right now. I think that's fine. And let's see. The code can be edited like in any text editor as long as it's not running. You can execute the program directly by pressing the green button in the code window. I ran my first program. It did nothing. You can create more code files using, okay. And you can dock windows. You can dock a window to another window by dragging it into it. I can? I think I can. Okay. Notice that once you start typing, a simple code completion window will pop up. Press tab to insert the code completion. Use the arrow keys to navigate through the completion options. Don't worry if this is your first time programming. The language is unlocked step by step, so you won't be overwhelmed by all the things you can do. Syntax is also similar of Python, which is one of the most widely used programming languages in the world. So learning is not completely wasted. If you already know Python, it's not a problem either. You'll just be able to skip early game quickly and get to the more interesting stuff. Currently, there are two drone commands available: harvest and do a flip. These are function calls. You can think of a function as a command that can be executed. You execute them using the parentheses. Try typing the statement in the code window, pressing the execute button. You can think of code as a sequence of statements. You can run multiple statements in a row like this. Unlocks. Collecting grass will give you hay. Hay can be used to unlock loops. So if I copy, paste that in, do a flip. That's silly. Okay, I did it. Loading backups, credits, grass obtained by cutting grass. Oh, can I do while loops now? I assume I can. Okay. Default grass getting up, going on it. Let's see. Soil. If okay, grass, grass on make clothes. Harvest maintain. Harvest it to obtain items. Hay base growth time between zero point 0.5 and zero point 0.5 seconds. Can be grown on soil or grassland. Good to know. Okay, so while while I forgot how to syntax goes. No, while grass. Can I just harvest? I mean, harvest, sure. Dang, I love this. I'm harvesting so much. Am I missing something? Am I already being stupid? I think I might be missing something. Oh, increase the speed of both your trip. While. Oh my goodness. Okay. Um, I'm gonna minimize you. Okay. While loop. You have unlocked the while loop, and the variables true and false. The while loop keeps executing the loop body while the condition is true. Okay, so that's what I thought. While, don't worry about creating infinite loops. The delays in the execution will prevent the program from freezing. For beginners, perhaps you have already tried putting several hearts in a row. This allows you to harvest several times in one program. However, it may be nice to harvest more than 3 times or writing the same code multiple times is a bad practice. The solution is a loop. We're going into loops. We're learning loops. What the heck? Um, a loop allows you to run the same code multiple times. The loop and while loop takes a condition which is a logical value that can only be in one of the two statements, true or false. Such is called a Boolean value. I remember that. The loop then executes the code inside the loop until the condition is false. The while loop looks like this: while condition loop body, where you have to replace condition with a Boolean value in the loop body with whatever you do in the loop. There are two consistent Boolean values available. Constants are values that never change during the program, true. Uh, to create a constant Boolean value that is always true, you can simply write true, write false, and the constant Boolean value and will always be false. So you can write either. Oh, first, yeah, that makes sense. While false, it won't do flip. While true, it will always do a flip. Whoa, what the fuck? Okay. The first will never do a flip, and the second will forever be doing an infinite loop. Normally, creating an infinite loop is a bad idea because it freezes the person by the game. La 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 la. So it causes the drone to keep doing a flip until manually stop by pressing the X button again. Notice how the line Notice the line after the colon is indented. Indentation like this is used to separate blocks of code. Just press tab to add indentation and shifts or backspace to remove it. The loop will repeat all indentation after columns. Treatments after the indentation blocks will loop. I forgot it's just an indentation. Okay, so while while true, harvest and do a flip. Look at it. Look at my little guy. He's already being efficient. All right, speed upgrade. See how we can use this. Um, the execution speed has been doubled. The problem is that the drone now harvests faster and the grass can grow, resulting in no harvest at all. To deal with this, if branches and can harvest functions are now unlocked. Before check before harvesting. So far we have only had true and false conditions, which is of course not very useful with if. The new function can harvest provides a better condition. Can harvest returns true if the plant under the drone can be harvested and false otherwise. If can harvest do something, the reason you can use this function is a condition that is O because it returns a Boolean value. A return value essentially means that after the functionality is executed, the function call expression evaluates to the returned value. What happens when the above code runs? The if runs, can harvest is called, can harvest does a thing, can harvest returns true and false. The statement is now if true or if false. The code block will only execute if it can harvest. Now we can use an if to prevent from harvesting too early. I think my flip, yeah, harvest is too early. So let's do while true. So while true, if can harvest, harvest, else do do a flip. What if I just do this? Okay, a harvest is only when it can harvest. Okay, that's good. Let's fucking go. We're harvesting this shit. We're harvesting so much right now. Hats. Hell yeah. Let's stop that for a sec. And let's what's the syntax for that? Change. Change hats. Change hats. Change hats. I want I want a gray hat. Let's fucking go. We have a gray hat now. Wait, this is peak. Okay, so we have an infinite loop going on. We did hats. I think I already did this. Yeah. Increase yield, expand. Expanded. Oh shit. Plants. Oh, I think I'm expanding too far. Too fast. Okay, let's read this. Expand one. Your farm has grown. This space is not much use if you can't move the drone. So there's a new function move. The move that moves the drone. Move requires that you specify a direction you want to move. There are four new conditions for this. North, east, south, west. For example, move north will move the drone one space to the north. If you move over the edge of the farm, the drone will move to the other side of the farm. The following example code will keep moving. Okay. I feel like I can change this. Okay, so if can harvest, else move north. Boom! Oh my god, I'm actually so good at this. Oh yeah. Okay. Grass is nice because it grows automatically. All other plants have to be planted with the plant function. The only plants you can plant right now are bushes. You can pass the type of plant you want to plant the function like this. Okay, so I need to start growing grass, and then first I need to clear everything. Okay, let's pause. Let's clear. Put all this in a comment. Let's comment. Oops, it's not what I wanted to do. Put a comment in all of these. Let's clear this. How do I? Oh, let's just plant one. Clear. Then let's plant. And then we can run the while loop. And then we'll have one bush. Let's plant entities bush here. Okay. I did not account for that. Okay. So I need to change it. Oh, I did not expect for this to happen. Okay, so that'll be an issue. Let me go to YouTube Studio real quick. Settings. Hotkeys. Okay. I think that should be good now. Okay, boom. I just kept hitting those hotkeys. Okay. So change hat. Hmm. So we want our hat to be gray. Honestly, we could take that out. So if true harvest, else move north. So if we, what I'm thinking. Okay. If can harvest, let's wait. If can harvest, harvest and move north. Okay, so it'll wait till it can harvest it, then it'll move north. Let's see. Mm-hmm. Plant. What if I plant right at the beginning once? Oops, I forgot. Um, I meant entities and entities bush. Hmm. What if I do this? What if at the very beginning we have plant, entity, bush, bush, and then while true, if grass, if entities, grass, harvest and move north. No, I need if entities. See, no, 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 no. I need. How do I check? How do I check? How do I check? I forgot how to check. Can harvest. Yep. Oops. What the fuck? What the fuck? What did I do? I don't know what I did. I just kind of reset things for a second. Okay, so plant entity bush while true if entity bush if I need an if and an if can harvest else move north, and then if entities grass, nope, bush, if can harvest and plant entities bush. You see where I'm going with this? Okay. Oh wait, you can't even see the code. Okay, plant entities bush, and then else move north. Get entity type. If gets gets entity. How do I have I not unlocked get entity entity type? Get uh Yeah, that's what I'm doing. If get entity type, am I, is it spelled wrong? Oh, I should probably do it to this one too. That's why. Get entity type equal to bush. If can harvest, harvest and plant entity bush, else move north. Oh my god, I can't. I gotta unlock operands. Really, really, really. I can't. Oh my god, you're shitting me. There we go. Arithmetic operands. Plus, minus, times, divide and don't give the remainder. Jet modular, just give the remainder power. Equals does not equal less than or greater than or less than or equal to greater than less than greater than, not and or. Okay. All numbers in the game have are floating point numbers, so arithmetic operators are floating point operators is defined to just floor the number after division. True. For assignment operands, you need to unlock I need to unlock variables. Okay. Operands allow you to compare, modify, and combine variables. The arithmetic operator plus, minus, times, divided by get rid of the remainder, modular, and power are used to perform common mathematic operations on numbers. The comparison operation equal to, yeah, all that are used to compare values. The result is either true or false. The logic operators are also called Boolean operators. Not and or are used in combination truth values. Okay. Plus and minors are used for addition subtraction. Okay. Okay. Yeah, rounds it. Is the modulo operand, also known as the remainder operand. It essentially divides the two numbers and then returns the remainder. I also think of it as repeatedly subtracting the right number to the left so the remainder is less than the greater number. Uh, zero. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Okay. Comparison operands equal to and not equal to, and used to check the two values and if they can be used. True. Entitled bushes does not equal title bushes. Evaluates the false. Okay, yeah. So these are the comparison operators. Less than or equal to, greater than or equal to, less than or greater than can only be used on numbers. They check if the left number is smaller, equal to, less than, equal to, bigger or equal to, smaller, big, blah blah blah. We already know how that works. Logic operands not simply inherits the value not false evaluates true, not true evaluates the false, and yeah, true, yeah, okay, either or. I remember. Unlock senses. Oh my god. Unlock senses can be unlocked before this block can be used. Okay, fuck you. Uh, all right. Hmm. Okay. I think I think I understand now. So I can use operands, but I just can't use them for some reason. Right here. Okay. So we need a uh while true run. So that's the first one. While uh no. If Oh my god, I'm gonna have to write the pseudocode for this. If the plant under if can harvest if can harvest grass. Else if can harvest oh shit. Uh else if can harvest else if can a bush harvest the bush. And okay, so else if my drone can harvest a bush, harvest and plant a bush. Plant bush. And then move else north. Move north. Okay. Oh my goodness. How do I implement this? So let's start with the first line. So while true. Actually, we need initialize first bush. So we need to plant the entity bush in the first one, and then we run this one, and then if can harvest and how do I get the entity though? Huh. How do I get the entity of the thing that is under me? Because this one's just moved north. So if can harvest and entities. Well, fuck it. Okay, we'll brute force it for right now until I can get that other operand. So if can harvest. While true. I think we'll do this. If can harvest. If can harvest. So if can harvest, harvest, else move north. Let's see how this goes. If can harvest, harvest, move north. So that gives me all my grass, but I need wood to plant entities bush. What the fuck is it doing now? Okay. What? This makes no sense. Okay, 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 okay. Stop, 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 stop. Okay. If can harvest, harvest. And move north. Else, plant entities bush. Plant. If can harvest entities dot grass harvest. If can harvest entities dot bush harvest plant entities dot bush. Hopefully this works. Really hoping. Fuck. So it can't take any arguments? How am I supposed to? Where is it? Where is it? Get time, simulate. Oh my god, there's a sense. Okay. Holy shit. So function get position X, get position Y, returns the current X and Y positions of the drone. At the start, they are both 0. The X position increases by 1 every tilt towards east, and Y position increases 1. Okay. Do a flip if you are over a bush. The none keyword is also unlocked now. None is a value that represents no value. For example, if a function returns no value, then the actual return none. Get entity type returns none if no entity under drone. If you want to find out how many particular unlocks you have, go to num unlocked unlock function. For example, the num unlocked for speed upgrades you have. Num unlock senses will return 1 sense if you have unlocked and 0 if they are not. What? Where'd it go? You can also use num unlock on items. Shit. What I if it's unlocked otherwise. Be careful. Num unlocked unlock carrots will return number that were unlocked or upgraded. Num unlock carrots only return 0 on same for other plants. Okay. So while true, if can harvest. All right, let's do this again. So if can harvest and get ground type entity type equal to entities grass harvest and move else if can elif can harvest and get entity type equal to entities bush harvest harvest and plant entities dot bush and then else move north. See how this runs. Trying to use. Oh shit! I forgot to add these things, the parentheses. We did it! Holy shit! We did it! Oh my goodness! It actually worked. This is amazing. This is groundbreaking work over here. It just took me learning how to unlock all of this. All right, boom. I'm gonna unlock speed. We need 50. Yeah, this helps a lot with. This would help a lot with debugging. I think first we're gonna get carrots before we get debugging. Yeah. I think we need to also. Oh, we can expand. Okay. We have senses. We have. Okay, let's stop this real quick. Your farm expanded again. Now the tiles are longer in a nice row so you can find a way to traverse a square grid. With the while loop, it is not possible until you unlock senses and operands. It is time to introduce the for loop. You can read all about the for loop on the page, but for now you will only need to repeat a code. For I in range would flip. Range creates a range of numbers from a 0 to n minus 1, which has n elements in it. The for loop runs its loop body once every element in the sequence. In this example, do a flip because sorry. Your function get world size is now available. It returns it returns the side length of your farm. This way you can write code and that won't break with the next expand upgrade. For example, for example, this example harvests one column of the farm of any farm size. If you're stuck trying to figure out how to move the joiner around the farm, see the hints below. Okay, so now we need to initialize bush column 4 for I in range 3 for I in range of gets world size. So for I in range of get world size plants plants we want to plant bush and move north. Plant entity bush and move north. And then move north, never east. Ooh. Let's clear everything. Clear. Okay. I feel like this is good. We clear everything. And then while. So while true. So while true. For for I in range gets world size. We're getting the world size here to see how far we need to travel. Um, if can harvest and um get entity type equal to entities grass harvest else if can harvest and get entity type is equal to entities dot bush harvest plant entities dot push else move north move north and move north. I think this should be good. Um, let's see. Let's see. Um, move north, else move north. And then at the end of the for loop, we want it to move east. Let's see how this runs. I forgot to add the parentheses here. This is peak efficiency. This this is peak efficiency. This is how you garden. This is how you become a farmer. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Give me more grass. Even more grass yield. Give me all the grass yield. Oh hell yeah, debugging. This is what I actually, yeah, I would need this. Sometimes your code doesn't work. You need to find out. There's a couple tools that help you find out. First is the execute program step by step, where you can go step by step mode by clicking on the breakpoint panel code on the left of the code. When execution reaches the line breakpoint, it will switch to step by step mode. When you move mouse over a variable, its current value is displayed. The print is also very useful. It will write any value passed directly into the air. Example print. Okay, that's really nice to know. That is really nice to know. Right now we are low key cooking. We have a whole good bit of our farm just kind of doing its own thing right now. Our code is doing good. Let's see. So 500 wood, 50 wood, 50 carrots to expand that. Treasure, pumpkins. Guess next thing we need are carrots. Before you can plant carrots with plant entity carrots, you have to till the soil. This will change the ground. This will change the grounds to the ground to ground soil. To till soil, simply call till. Calling till will change it back from grounds grassland. Planted carrot cost wood and hay. These items will automatically remove when planting. See the cost on own page. Okay, I see. All right. Let's start working on a program that gives me carrots. Okay. So I in range of get world size, plant entity bush, move. Okay, so let's initialize carrot column for I in range get world size till then plant entities carrot move north and then move east. And then we need to add another else if can harvest and get entity type equal to entities carrot. We should be able to um harvest, then plant entities carrot, then move north. So this should add our second row as carrots. Till it first, then plant the carrots to initialize it. Then once the drone goes over it, it will harvest it and plant another carrot and then move to the next one. Hopefully. And then plant and then move north. north so that we're not just stuck waiting on plants. All right. Hopefully this program works. Oh yeah. Still not ready? Oh, we're harvesting carrots. We're harvesting carrots and wood. I'm such a goated programmer. Let's fucking go. Holy. Oh my god. It's giving me like euphoria right now. Okay. Print variables. Oh, that would actually be so much easier. I think I'm gonna unlock. Yeah, I'm gonna unlock variables. Variables, yeah. Variables can be thought as named containers that hold a value. The AND operator is used to declare a variable and store in it. The left-hand side of an operand is the variable name. You can give it any name you want. The right-hand side is an expression whose resulting value will be stored in the variable. Declare a variable named A and store the value 5 in it. Declare a variable named B and store the value can harvest in it. B can harvest. Do not confuse the operator with the init arbiter. The init arbiter checks whether two variables are equal or false and assigns the variable to the name. Oh my god. For the above for loop is executed 5 times because A set to 5. Um, for I in the for loop is also a variable that is automatically assigned the current value of the sequence to each iteration of the loop. It does not have to be called I. You can give it any variable, any valid variable name. Variables also let you do the same thing with a while loop. This does the same thing as the for loop above. We just have to increment I manually. Note that the increment I we set below the value is +1. Changing the value on the variable based on its previous value is something very common, and it can be abbreviation with these short operands. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so this is just teaching me about incremental variable, manually increasing a variable so that we can keep a for while loop going and then end it after a condition. Okay, that makes sense. For right now, so it looks pretty good. Let's increase speed. Speed upgrade. The execution speed has been doubled. The problem is that the drone now harvests faster. Uh, harvest faster and than the grass, resulting in no harvest at all. To deal with this, didn't we already go over this? Yeah, I already did the can harvest. There we go. So we're actually doing pretty good right now. Speed. Uh, expand. Oh wow. Okay. Hell yeah. Oh my goodness. Hell yeah. Okay, so now we have bushes and carrots going pretty good. Well, let's see. Expand. Clear. Let's uh let's do this. Two rows, two rows. Initialize two bush columns. Initialize two carrot columns. Four. Let's tab all of this. Then for I in range. Um, two two. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Let's see if this works. Exactly what I wanted. All right, our program is doing exactly what we needed. Carrots are being harvested. What is being harvested? Hell yeah. Let's see. Speed 500. Grass yield. Not yet. Speed grass. We can't really expand. Let's start going into, oh my god, lists, functions, timing. All right. Let's get watering. I'll read these in a bit. Let's get trees. Watering. Sunflowers. Okay. We have trees. We're gonna keep upgrading trees. Um Functions are actually probably another good thing to get right now. Random import. Import other files. Wow, I can import other files already. That's kind of nutty. All right. Let's get back to here. Let's read these. What did we just unlock? We unlocked three things. Water. Let's go with watering first. Watering. Plants grow faster when they are watered. The ground has a water level ranging from 0 to 1. The function get water returns the water level of the ground it is over. The growth speed of a plant scales linearly from 1 times speed at the water level 0 to 5 times speed with water level 1. The ground dries up over time. On average, it loses 1% of its current water per second, but there is some random variance to this. Maintaining a high water level will consume much more water than maintaining a low water level. You can use water on your plants. One tank of water automatically added to your inventory every 10 seconds. Upgrade unlock watering will double the amount of water you get every 10 seconds. A tank holds 0.5 water. Use items water over any ground to water the ground. Okay. Trees. Trees are better way of getting wood than bushes. They give 5 wood each. Like bushes, they can be planted on grass or soil. Trees like to have some space, and planting them right next to each other will slow down their growth. The growth time is double for each tree. Trees are better than getting wood. The bushes, they give 5 wood each. Like bushes, they can be planted on grass or soil. Trees like to have some space, and planting right next to each other will slow down their growth. The growth time is double for each tree that is in town. Okay, I see now. Functions. Use the def to define new functions. Def are false function code. You can also use the operand to see the scopes about scopes. Okay, introduction function. I'll just say I know how functions works, and I'll kind of wing it. If anything, I can always come back. All right, get these a little out of our way. Let's get back to this code. So now we need to make a zigzag pattern here so we can plant trees, and we need to start watering so that our plants can be faster. Okay, that's clear. Let's stop this. For I in range, get world size, plant entity bush, move north. What if we do world divided by 2, and then we do all this, shift tab. Oops. That is not what I wanted to bring up. That is not what I wanted to do. Shift backspace. Nope. I guess we can't really. Well, we'll just untab it all manually then. So plant entity bush, move north. Plant entity tree, move north. Okay, so uh for I in range of get world size divided by 2 plant entities tree move north. I feel like this is going to bite me back in the ass once I expand once. Then entities tree, no entities bush, and then move north. What I'm trying to do here is do like a bush tree, bush tree, bush tree, so that I can have max trees for the 2 columns of bushes that I'm gonna have, because they both give me wood. See how this goes. Not what I. Yeah, that's actually pretty good. Boom. That's exactly what I wanted. We did it! We planted trees! Now let's chop them down. Uh, okay. I need to add one more else if. Else if can harvest and get entity type equal to entities tree harvest and plant entities tree and then move north. The thing is, I don't need them to grow faster because my guy is already going like as fast as he can. So we're actually making good money here right now. I just gotta wait. Yeah, let's upgrade grass. Then we can upgrade carrots. Then we can upgrade trees. Um, importing all putting all your code in a single file quickly becomes unmanageable. Import statements. Oh, this is a godsend. Oh my goodness. Importing files. I'll read that once I need it. But for right now, we're kind of cruising right now. All right. I just need the drone to be faster, and I think we'll be good. Hell yeah, hell yeah. Now let's upgrade our drone to be even faster. Let's see. Not yet. We're still keeping pace. We're still keeping pace. How are we still keeping pace? Hello. All right. So this is horrible. This actually looks disgusting. But you know what? It's fine. It's fine. It's working so far. I will definitely have to make an entire new file just so I can name all my variables. But so far this is okay. We have a really messy file. Let's see. Carrots, fertilizer. What do I need to increase land? Pumpkins. Oh, I can start making pumpkins. Oh, owie. Pumpkins grow like carrots on tilled soil. Planting them costs carrots. When all pumpkins in a square are fully grown, they will grow together to form one giant pumpkin. Unfortunately, pumpkins have a 20% chance of dying once they are fully grown, so you need to replant the dead ones if you want them to merge. Oh. Okay, that's fine. No, I can make something that can uh I can try to fix that. Okay. When a pumpkin dies, it leaves behind a dead pumpkin that won't drop anything when harvested. Planting a new plant in its place automatically removes the dead pumpkin, so there's no need to harvest it. Can't harvest always returns false on dead pumpkins. Ooh, okay, that's nice to know. The yield of a giant pumpkin depends on the size of the pumpkin. A one by one pumpkin. Okay. What if what if I make what do I need more of right now? Right now, what do I need to grow? Anyways, we're getting sunflower. Let's just get everything we can upgrade. Holy shit. Oh my god, this is already starting to become unmanageable. Now we have lists. Uh okay. Wow. Upgrade fertilizer, I guess. Dinosaurs? Polyculture. Only the best drones get to wear this shit. I need to get that. Hmm. Leaderboard. Enter a leaderboard for the fastest times. Okay. What is that? Mazes. A maze with a treasure in the middle. What the fuck are those? Unlock cost. Unlock cost. More drones? 1 million bones. Okay, you know what? Let's start making something new. Okay, let's move all of these off to the side. Let's start reading what these say. So we already know what the pumpkin is. Bigger pumpkins if you have more multiple sunflowers. Sunflowers collect the power of the sun. You can harvest that power. Planting them works exactly like planting carrots or pumpkins. Harvesting a grown sunflower yields power if there are at least 10 sunflowers on the farm. You harvest the one with the largest number of petals. If there are at least 10 sunflowers on the farm and you harvest the one with the largest number of petals, you get 8 times more power. If you harvest a sunflower while there is another sunflower with more petals, the next sunflower harvest will only give you the normal amount of power, not times 8. Measure returns the number of petals of the sunflower under the drone. Sunflowers can have at least 7 and at most 15 petals. They can already be measured before they are fully grown. Several sunflowers can have the same number of petals, so there can also be several sunflowers with the largest number of petals. In this case, it doesn't matter which ones of them you harvest, as long as you have power, the drone will use it to run twice as fast. It consumes 1 power every 30 actions, like move, harvest. Ooh, I think sped up by power is proportional to times. Oh, okay, wait, that's nice. So sunflowers are good for just giving my drone like a giga speed boost. Lists are an easy way to store multiple values in a single variable. You can also create new lists like this. This is now contains variables to true items. Hey, a list can also be empty lists. You can also access an element by the index. The index is 0 for the first element. Yeah, plant list. Yep, that makes sense. Oh, wait, that's actually so nice. I can put a list of all my plants that I have. Fuck, that would be so much easier. Okay. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. First things first, we'll keep this running so I keep generating more materials so I can upgrade more stuff. So we have max speed that max. Let's fuck it that. Okay. So max speed drone. Um, Now let's make a new file. Let's call this. That's gonna be main. Let's call this file. Um, Call this the setup file. So setup. Let's uh initialize initialize list of plants. So list equal to. I think this is how you initialize it. Uh, where is the lists? List is over here. List. You can also list. Yeah, that's what I thought. List is equal to entities. I think the first one's gonna do bush, then entities carrot. No, bush. Let's actually start with stuff. Start with grass, then no entities entities after grass it was bush. After bush we got carrots. After carrots we got trees. After trees we got kind of got these both at the same time. Bushes. We got carrots and we got sunflowers and pumpkins around the same time, but I'll say pumpkins first since we unlocked that first, then sunflower. Okay, so now we have our list of. Let's do plant list. Yep. And let's make some functions too. Uh Function harvest. Let's do def harvest grass. So, and then this is going to be if how do we check for harvest again? Okay, so if can harvest uh so if can harvest and if can harvest and entity no entity type. How the fuck do I go? Get entity type and get entity type equal to plant. Nope. Equal to plant. Plant list. Plant list 0. Harvest. Go north. Harvest and move north. All right. That should help. Okay, let's stop this whole contraption here because I feel like we're just making progress into a whole bunch of nothing. And let's test this function. Let's test this if we can import this file into this other file. So function to harvest grass. Call it that. So once this is harvesting, let's try to um let's have this down here. Let's make a new file. Let's call this new main. let's call this main again. Nope. So like we can't call it main. Let's call this. Let's rename this to template, and then we can name this one main. So now let's import setup. So let's say, so if I just need to put, how does this work again? I need to, that's trees, that's watering, those functions. What was this one? This one's sunflowers. Expand lists. I already know how list works. I need the other one. Where is it? Import. Putting a single import module to, yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. So import setup. So first we will import setup. Then we will initialize. Let's just do this. While true. Um, setup dot harvest grass. And then let's move east. Oh, I forgot to clear. Clear board. I'm trying to use function get entity type. This function of the not the function's return value. Did you mean to call the oh, get entity type? Keep forgetting to do that. What the hell is it doing? Oh. Let's try that one more time. So this is eternally harvesting this. Hmm. Hmm. Let me think. Let me think. Let's get this. Let's do this. Get world size. So size or world size equal to get world size. So for uh for I in range of get of world of setup world size. Um, harvest grass. Harvest setup. Nope. Harvest grass. Harvest grass. And then at the end of this, move east. East. So now we have it. Okay, that's nice. Huh. So now we have get world size. We got the plant list. We got the world size list. We got the harvest grass. Um, let's make all the functions actually that we need. Function to harvest bush. Um, let's see, def harvest bush. If can harvest and get entity type equal to bush to plant a list. Harvest and move north. Huh. Okay. Hmm. Harvest, and then we need to plant plant list 1. So now this will plant bushes. Set up land board. Let's see. Bush for I in range of setup world size. Um, plant. Setup plant list 1. So this should. What the hell? Okay. That is my bad. That is my bad. That is my bad. I forgot to tell you to move north. And you move east. Oh, thank you for the follow. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna go get some water. My brain hurting. I am back. Okay. Actually, I want to change the music too. What should I listen to right now? Let's do a good bit of Vocaloid. Uh, go Spotify mix number. Daily mix. Nah, not this mix. Where's my? I have a daily mix that's just Persona music. Where is it? There it is. Daily mix 3. I mean, it's shuffled right now, so it won't just be Persona. It'll be other music, but Persona esque. All right. Move east. Let's test this out. So bushes are working fine. Good. Dev harvest. So we did bush, we did grass, we did bush. Now we need carrots. Harvest carrot. If can harvest and get entity type equal to uh plant list plant list 2. Harvest. Nope. 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 This is misspelled. Plant list. Then harvest. Plant the carrots. The plant list. And move north. I feel like this move north. it's it definitely is somewhat the only reason I'm this good at coding is because I was in a software engineering major before the coding got way too difficult and I had to drop out of it. Now I'm in IT, which is still in tech, but I'd rather be doing coding like this because some of my projects that I was given, literally, it was like write almost an entire application, and they only gave me a week to do it. Knowledge I could give you is the only thing I can actually give you is just work on personal projects, man. Yeah, yeah, a week. Yeah, you got like 2 days to no, a day to come up with a rough idea, and then well, you didn't do it alone. You had a whole team. It was like groups of 4, but even still, it was grueling, and I wanted to die. I still like coding. I wouldn't like to do it as my full-time job though. I would just like to make my own projects on the side. This is why I like this game because I saw Rin Penrose play it, and she made it. It was so silly watching her watching her play it and like struggle through this, and I was like, oh wait, I have an idea on how to fix this code. But yeah, group projects are the worst. This game is so relaxing. I don't know. I always liked coding. It's fun. It was really funny because during stream, my roommate walked in and he's like, what are you doing?" Different definitions, yeah. Oh, it was so funny because my roommate walked in and then he was like, "What are you doing?" I'm just like, "Oh, I'm just playing a game." He's like, "Are you coding?" I'm like, "Yeah, oh, it's a game about coding." He's like, "So you left your class about coding to come back to your dorm and stream a game about coding?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Something's wrong with you, bruh." I'm like, "Maybe." Let's see. We got the carrot function down. Now we just need the tree function. That's why I didn't really need to read any of these things that it gave me because I'm kind of going off memory of my class that I took like 2 years ago. Oh, it's crazy. It's crazy that you say that. Playing a convenience store simulator game. Who would ever do that? It's not like me and my friends. Me and my friends sometimes. I think it was like a little bit ago where we would. My friend, she works at at like a Dollar Tree, and then she would get off work and she would tell me like, "Hey, do you want to play some supermarket simulator with me?" And I'm like, "Sure, man. I got nothing else to do." I have no idea why. I mean, it's because I would say it's because we just like make our own our own fun out of it. I mostly just played it because it gave me an excuse to talk to everybody. Let's see, plant list. This is three. Most of my socializing, um, I have my clubs that I go to here at uni, but most of my socializing does just come from my online friends. They're always like pinging me to do something or anything, or I ping them. I think the latest craze that we've been getting into lately is like, we've been really playing Deadlock. I was thinking of streaming that today, but I was like, I should probably take a break from that game. Let's see if this function works. It's the new how can I say that? It's the new MOBA FPS game that Valve is developing. Yeah, but it's like combine two of the most toxic communities together and you have like the somehow a really good game. Yeah. Both I got introduced to it because one of my friends from England had a friend that just decided to give invite codes to everybody. I tried it and then instantly got hooked. Mm. 4 eye in range. Setup world size. Hmm. I think I can plant setup, plant list. I think number three was the tree. I'm trying to remember that. I need to start adding a bit more comments here. Like, I need to comment like this is to set up bushes. I should probably try to make a row that sets up everything. Food sounds fair to be honest if you got a code anyway. Hmm. Set up bushes. This one's gonna be set up carrots. So 4i in range. Set up world size plant. Set up plant list 2. Then move. Are they already moving north? Am I only doubling it? Because I've set move north here. Uh, no, 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 no. This is for the function. I'm not actually using the function here. So 5. No, I can't plant. First, I need a till. Till. Move north. Move east. This should set up the carrots. Then set up carrots. Set up trees. I don't care about the spacing right now. I'm just making a row of everything that's working. Because trees aren't supposed to be right next to each other, or else they won't grow as fast. Alright, let's see how this looks. Alright, bet that. Bet that. Yeah, they're growing really slow. Wow, that's slow. Oh no, cause this is genuinely just code I would use for like maybe I'm for looping for like a mini robot, because maybe like the import function that I use it up here would probably be importing the data that a little robot sensors would be giving. Big words magic. Okay. Um it's really funny cuz I would import data from a tiny robot and I would get the data from it and use that data to for loop to try to keep a robot centered maybe on like a particular light source, or if it was like on a track and there's like a black grid, then I would probably use the data of like light reflecting off the ground and see where the darkest patch would be and tell it to follow there. Eh, let's see. Trees. Now this is where stuff gets confusing because now I need to set up pumpkins, but I haven't played with the pumpkins. No, yeah, like real eyes. What gave me the inspiration to do like the way to do my code that way for one of my projects was watching a Michael Reeve video. Uh, if you know the guy on YouTube, he is also like a really good programmer, and I think one of his videos he did like a Boston Dynamics robot, and he used light reflection. Um, and then I just remember that the light reflecting off the red solo cup was so bright that he could see where the red solo cup was and make it so that the Boston Dynamic dog can piss beer into that solo cup. It was an amazing thing to witness. There are pumpkins. Meme when my Boston Dynamic robot can fish beer, a cold one, powered by a powered by a robot, not powered by AI. Fuck AI. Uh, Pumpkins grow like carrots on tilt soil. Planting them costs carrots. Okay, so so it's the same as carrots. F harvest function to harvest pumpkins. Def harvest pumpkin if can harvest and get entity type is equal to the plant list number 4, which is a pumpkin. Then harvest and then plant a new pumpkin and move north. This will have to change because pumpkins do have a weird gimmick to them. So I'll just see how this goes. 4i in range. Got coding and then this music in the background actually peak mood right now. All right. We don't want any, just get that guy out of here. So plant setup. Plant list 4. And north, move east. Shame the bot. Not a good bot. Not a bot of positivity. Bot of evil. Hmm. Oh wait, I forgot. I can't plant it. I need to till the ground first before I can plant it. There we go. Pumpkins. Oh wow. Oh, my pumpkins. My pumpkins are all they're all dying. Okay, good to know. My pumpkins are dead. We still got a good bit of material to just play around with, so I'm not too worried if I'm just wasting materials. Now that we have pumpkins, I think the last thing we need to set up is sunflowers, I think. Yeah. I don't care about profits right now. Profits can come later. Profits can come after autonomy. Function to harvest sunflower. Now I know this sunflower one is definitely going to have to change because I do not just want to harvest unripe sunflowers. Harvest sunflower. Yeah, fun first, profit later. That's how we're running this farm. Harvest. Nope, I need the if function first. If can harvest and get entity type equal to plants list number 5. I think is the last one. I don't think we have any more. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Always starts at 0. Harvest. Plant. It's always nice to have functions, because then once I have the functions already made here, it's so much easier to just like be moving stuff around. I don't want to be moving. I don't want to be moving like entire chunks of code like this. I just like moving my little functions. That should work now. Let's see. How do sunflowers have to be farmed? Sunflowers. Planting them works exactly like planting carrots or pumpkins. Okay, so sunflowers need to be tilled first. Um, Set up sunflower. 4i in range of sets up world size. Till plant. Let's see. Actually, what if we, you see how we kind of have like rows? We have our bush row, our carrot row, our tree row, our pumpkin row. We're gonna have a sunflower row and a grass row. What if we just kind of let it run and see what blows up? Let's see if we can harvest everything just like this. No optimization, just going for a straightforward approach. And then and then we can see what disasters come up. Let's hope that like most of our let's hope most of our plants don't go up in flames. All right, so if we're going to do that, let's Oh, this is such a horrible idea. No, this'll work. I swear. Set up plants. Plant list 5. And then north. It'll be fine, right? It's right. Nothing ever goes wrong here. Yep. Hello? Oh, I forgot to put that up. Okay, sunflowers. Oh hell yeah. It's ignoring all other rows and only cares about this. You know what? This is great. This is great. All right. Now that we have our entire board set up and we have our no, let's keep that. Let's just minimize it. Let's keep it over here. I don't want to lose that. Now that we have all our functions defined, we have our list and we have our variable for the world size. All we need to do it is cool. I like it a lot. It makes me want to get back into learning coding again because I was planning on learning C++, so I can start coding in the Godot engine and maybe try making my own game. But that's more later down the line. So board setup is complete. This is it I forgot. Is it not C plus plus? What was it that Godot uses? Is it C sharp or C plus plus? I forgot. But I did learn how to code in C. I already know how to code in like base C for like one of my classes. It was hell. Holy crap, that class was hell. But I got past it. What comment should I add here? What is this? Function while true, harvest plants. All right. So for I in range of world size, set up harvest grass. Oh, yeah, let's harvest grass. Let's harvest bush. Let's harvest what was it? So first it was grass, bush, carrot. This is horrible. This looks so bad. Ooh, I should not be doing it like this. I miss did I misspell harvest on the pumpkin one? Harvet. Harvet. Yep, Harvet pumpkin. Harvet sunflower. Move east. Okay, let's see. How does this go? Oh, I knew something was gonna happen. Okay. Just syntax errors. Of course, syntax errors. All right, I think we're good now. Please. Oh my god, it's my. You know what? I think this is if it's on all of them. I'm probably just stupid. Can hard. Yep, it's on all of them. That's my bad. I keep forgetting these. There we go. Now we should be good. Oh, my puppies are rotting. Oh wait, it's harvesting. Oh, why did it? Oh, it started going haywire there. I don't even know what happened. Okay, wait. Oh no. Let's try that one more time. Come on, come on. We can have a decent run. Okay, it's harvesting those. It's harvesting what it can harvest. Oh, it's kind of doing it. It's just really sporadic. This is so bad. It's like barely getting any pumpkins. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, we have one pumpkin all the way over there. Like two trees are okay. No, it got harvested. Wait, I shouldn't say anything. Who wants pumpkins except for the ones that are dead? I think I can. I think I can fix that. Let's see if can harvest and get entity type equal to plant list for harvest plant and move north one. Else else if else if Hmm. Else plant. Else. Yeah, it'd be else because can harvest is a true false. Can harvest is true false. So that would automatically make it false, go to else. And we already know that it is a we already know it's a pumpkin. No. Okay. Else if can harvest equal to false and get entity type um entity dead pumpkin, then plant plant list 4 and move north. Let's see. So this should, yeah, and this needs to be capitalized, that's why. Okay. So it should, if it detects a dead pumpkin, it should plant a new one and then go to the next space. Keyword should. Oh, it did it! Wait, this is actually like kinda like working pretty well. Is it optimized? Absolutely not. Is it working? I'm getting pumpkins. Am I getting a lot of rotten pumpkins? Yes. Does that matter? No. We're getting pumpkins either way. We're making profit. $1K pumpkins. Oh my god. The rest of these upgrades are so much. Optimize Optimizing means nothing in the face of success. This makes me so happy. Oh my goodness. Ugh. All right. How long have I been streaming for? Holy shit, 2 hours. I think I might cut the stream here. I think this is a pretty good place to stop. I can think this over and then think about how I would make a code, because some of the things I need to figure out in this is ideally not just having a single pumpkin here. Ideally, I would want to have like a patch of like a 4x4 square pumpkins, a 4x4 pumpkin, so I can make a really big pumpkin, so I can have even more pumpkin growth. And ideally, I would want to um harvest the largest number of petal sunflower first, so that I can get the energy from that, so that my little guy can go even faster. So if he's gonna go even faster, I need these trees to be spaced out at least one away from each other, so that they can grow optimally. And then I need to really start watering everything. If everything's gonna be going zoom, 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 then I need to start making my plants grow even faster, which means I need to start looking into how to use the water mechanic so that my plants can grow faster. That's for next stream. I think we did pretty good progress here. Oh yes, this farm is going to be optimized as crazy. I don't think I'm gonna stream this next time. Maybe some deadlock, but this was fun. Yes. Oh, thank you for joining. By the way, that was nice. I'm kind of getting, I'm kind of getting back into the swing of streaming because I kind of took a pretty big hiatus. Um, from streaming, but it's good to get back into the swing of things. This was very fun. I will definitely be streaming this again. I will be actually trying to look into some more puzzle games. And if not puzzle games, maybe I'll just do coding streams where I do like a I think of a project or I look up a project online and then I'll just start coding it on stream like in Visual Studio Code. I feel like that would be fun too. Then you can actually see and then you can just see my the way that I actually code things. But yes, thank you for joining. Next stream, schedule is that I do a stream any day on the weekdays, and Sundays I always stream too. So keep an eye out for that Sunday stream. And if that is it, then I will see you all next time. Thank you again, and bye bye.